Alright, hey guys, it's been a really long time and tremendously long. I think it's like 3 months since the last update. Alright, so we have a lot of saga in the crypto. I think first we had like the Luno incident, and currently we have like the Sam Bankman-Fried or FTX saga, and probably soon we are going to have like the Genesis bankrupt or something like that. But it doesn't matter, like we are talking about GameFi, and this is my current portfolio. So you can look at the percentage here. It's like majority is I have quite a fair bit on in Sandbox, Illuvium, and some other projects. And yeah, so this is the return so far. So currently we are down 24%. So you can check here since from last year, July August period. So if we are to compare our investment or our collection versus other crypto coins, we are actually slightly better compared to Ethereum. Ethereum down like 32% within this period. So this is a calculation, and AXS is down 70% even compared to last year August. So we did better than AXS and even Illuvium as well. Like Illuvium price has dropped quite a fair bit. So we are slightly better than Ethereum. So this kind of tells you that Ethereum is like really stable. So like it doesn't really go up really by a lot, and it doesn't really like crash like the altcoins. But the entire idea of this project is to go into Web3 gaming. So this is what we are doing. So it doesn't matter like the coin's value up or down. So this is what we currently have. Like it's kind of crazy. Like if you come to think about it, like initially when we are into GameFi, it was like just Axie Infinity, and right now we have such a huge portfolio. So this is like the rough portfolio. If you guys yeah, like I didn't have any exposure to BlockFi because like 20% return is, I didn't have any exposure to much exposure in Axie except for the Axie what do you call, the Axie NFTs. And like I don't really hold much coins. Like most of my portfolios are in NFT, and I play with those. So let's get into game by game. So Axie Infinity, yeah, everyone's darling, and yeah, it was supposed to save the world. Like if you guys like like 1 year before this, I think like there are so many like play to earn movement that says that playing games can save the world from poverty. So how's that, buddy? So do you guys manage to save yourself? All right, so Axie Infinity, I don't see that they have any way out for the time being. And just from a game perspective, the game is the games lack some game design fundamentals. I wouldn't want to talk about it. So yeah, so Axie, I kind of discount it to the bare minimum. So Axie is as good as CryptoKitties in my opinion. I just wish that they have like some events that goes up so I can just sell all my Axie. Then the second one that currently there's not much action is like this one, Fantasy 3K. It is supposed to be like a Korean team and not much news. So yeah, I would just consider it the same as Axie. And Sandbox is kind of interesting. I bought a premium land for 1.3 when Ethereum crashed, and the price right now is 1.6. But within this period of time, actually I've been getting kind of quite some freebies, and there is a staking, like if you're a landowner, like 500, for 500 you can stake only up to 500 cents, and the API is about 120%. And there are also like some incentives, like if you buy some NFT, then you can get cents, and later then you can sell off and things like that. So Sandbox, one of the reasons why I think that Axie has no chance at all, because Sandbox is like a representation of a land game, and compared to what Sandbox is doing versus Axie Infinity, I think it's like Axie Infinity is probably like land scamming, or like they're trying to use the same model. It's like bringing in people to invest and then their exit scam and things like that without delivering much, because it is really hard to come up with a good land gameplay game. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, Sandbox is quite interesting. Like there are rewards from time to time, but they don't really promote. But once you start to understand what they are trying to do and involved in the community, you realize. Then the next is Monkey League. I've been having kind of quite a lot of NFTs. For me, it's like it is maybe it is considered like the next Axie, but they do it correctly because they control the breeding. So like everything won't go like too crazy or something like that. Yeah, so they are taking their time, and they also introduced like limited edition NFTs like breeding seasons and things like that. It is quite interesting. Like personally, I think if Axie were taught go for this option, probably they wouldn't have grow too fast, and at the same time they probably wouldn't have crashed too much. Now Illuvium, there is some concern that they might run out of funds at the end of next year. I think like one of the things that everyone would need to pay attention is like a lot of GameFi projects, they might run out of funds if interest rates remains high. So Illuvium is like one of those, but at the same time, the community for Illuvium is like really strong. The Illuvium land never really did tank in price, and it seems like, to me, it seems like they are in the right direction. Like everything, their tokenomics and all those, they are pointing correctly into quality. Yeah, I think I will be playing quite a fair bit of Illuvium, to be honest. I think where they are heading, and I think it should be interesting. Then next is Aurory. I follow Aurory quite a fair bit, but it is one of the projects that made me lost the most with the coins drop in price. I think it's like the single project that make me loses the most. Like everything that you buy in Aurory is like NFTs or their tokens. Everything crash in price. This game has so much potential, but I think it's like the direction and all those. It's like it's kind of feels like Axie. Like, but the gameplay and the game and the icon and the characters are way better compared to Axie. But I think it's like they have like game design issue, they have like community issue, they have like directional issue and things like that. So I really hope to play this, but then there are just so many competitors. I don't think I will even try this. I will give this a skip. And the next is Parallel. Yeah, Parallel is fun, interesting, but it won't be available until in a couple of months. I think it's the first in spring 2023. The cards are amazing. I think they are using the Magic the Gathering playbook. I think Illuvium follows the Pokemon playbook. Parallel follows the Magic the Gathering playbook. So it is interesting. I pick up some cards when the market crashes. So every time when market crashes, I try to pick up some cards. And then when the price kind of rebound, then I will just sell them. So I wouldn't. I'm not like a collector. Like I'll just like buy low and sell high the cards just for trading purpose. And the next champion Ascension, probably right now they have like the best beta among every single Web3 game out there. So it is like a 1v1 PvP, and at the same time you are able to do a lot of social interaction, and the gameplay and footage is good. I think like currently they only open up their gameplay server and on weekends. I kind of think that even compared to Illuvium, I kind of think like both of them are like really ahead in terms of gameplay graphics. and uniqueness. Like another part about Web3 gaming, which is kind of hard, is like you will need to incorporate the Web3 advantage into a game, which not many people is able to do that. Like it needs to have like a significant advantage which Web3 can bring, and I think Champion and Illuvium, they are doing that. Okay, the next, Midnight Society. Midnight Society is by Dr. Disrespect. So I'm currently holding an NFT. I don't really play much what do you call FPS. So I think I heard kind of not so good things about this, but Dr. Disrespect is like a figure in the streaming community. So I think they will have like kind of good community behind. Then next, Guild of Guardians. Guild of Guardians, the coin tanked like 60% in just 2 weeks. So the good thing is it is going to be like a mobile Web3 game, and Immutable is behind. The only concern is that if players are to play games like this, like everyone understand that there's no more play to earn anymore, like no more saving the world by playing games. Like I think by now it's like the Axie promise. Like everyone should be thinking that Axie is actually a scam, right? Like it's quite what do you call, ironic that Sam Bankman-Fried, like no one, the mainstream medias, they are not positioning him as a what do you call, as a cheater or as a scam. The same way like Axie is like they are the one that promised play to earn, and they knew that it wouldn't happen. Like if like okay, so yeah, Guilds of Guardian, a lot, like the gameplay is the gameplay is actually not bad. Like I played before in the alpha, they have good gameplay. The question is like you are competing against like Genshin Impact, Diablo, and Tower of Savior and titles like this. So you like players will need to have a very strong reason to play this. And the next, Ember Sword. Like the nice thing about Ember Sword is they are taking their very sweet time to create the game and all those. I personally feel like Ember Sword is probably going into the RuneScape path. Like they didn't really like keep raising funds and this. They just like raise fund and create the world that they want. So I kind of like companies like this. I mean, yeah, they will just continue to build their own style and things like that. They are not rushing. So I think they were building like from last year. I think it's like March. So they passed through the bull market. Probably they are going to pass through the bear market. Yeah, I think this one they are probably following the RuneScape playbook. And next, Phantom Galaxy. Phantom Galaxy have the most awesome graphics, gameplay. And always the question right now is like, how would you integrate with Web3 tokenomics to deliver something special? I really hope that Phantom Galaxy works, like because there's so much things that Phantom Galaxy can do. Like I personally think that Phantom Galaxy should be styleless. Like because they have like the gameplay, and it's like how do they incorporate their game designs so that people are able to do like what stylus, like galaxy fightings and things like that. Yeah, yeah. Currently, Phantom Galaxy, they have like the play and earn stuff. So it is quite interesting, and the reward is pretty good. It's just that they don't really advertise, so not many people knows about it. But yeah, the reward is actually quite good. Yeah, I have like kind of decent amount of NFT in this, and I hope to see it works because the gameplay is really good. It's like a Gundam. Like today, I can tell you, like if for this game, if the skins and everything is just like Gundam, this will be like the #1. So it's what they lack of currently is like the lore and also the IP. The next, Cross the Ages. This is the only current Web3 game that I'm playing. I'm playing day to day. It is a very interesting design. I think they managed to get a lot of things correct. So again, they follow the Magic the Gathering playbook. So and the game is unique by itself. So it is a very simple game. It's kind of like as simple as poker, but it's very hard to master. So their tokenomics and how they introduce Web 2 elements, mobile games elements, and Web 3. I think they will go pretty far, hopefully. The only thing is like maybe this game might be like a play to win game, but for a lot of mobile, like the only problem when it comes to mobile game is like if someone buys so much loot boxes, then it becomes pay to win. Yeah, but the gameplay is really interesting and refreshing. Like they don't really copy another game to have the same gameplay. Then the next is Mousehaunt. I think by now everyone should understand that any kind of farming kind of game doesn't really work anymore. So they are launching their Castle Heist and also their 3v3 gameplay. But I think their 3v3 not many people are playing it, and probably they are waiting for Castle Heist. Yeah, I don't. Doesn't seem to attract me. No idea why. The next is SynergyLand. I used to have high hopes for this, but along the way, the developers just kind of feel they are making like weird decisions along the way, like whatever they intend to do with their characters and all those. So yeah, and there's another thing. Is like one thing that I start to realize is like RPG game in Web3. They have like you will need to spend a lot of time to play it, so which is something that I might skip when it comes to Web3 RPG. Like unless it's like really interesting, but it's just like something that you expect from Web 2, and just to grind some extra coins and things like I don't think that the public will be interested right now. Maybe you just like it might capture attention for like couple of months. And the next is Cinder. Cinder is a social games. I would say that it's not my kind of game, but I can see it appeals to. Basically, it's kind of like sandbox. It appeals to a certain audience, and it's the same like the Boss Fighter. So Boss Fighter is like VR in Web3, and the last is like DOMI Online. DOMI Online, the coin crashes quite a lot, so but it's supposed to be like a Web3 World of Warcraft. So basically that's all the games that I'm covering. I think there are a lot of like other games that I didn't cover, especially those FPS games. I think there are some good FPS or action games such as like My Pet Hooligan, EV.io, and maybe it's like some Harvest games and all those. But I realized that there are kind of more and more games in Web3. For me personally, I'm not. Definitely I will skip all the FPS game because it's just not my type of genre. But I can see like there are a lot of action games and FPS games as well. So that's the long reply. Sorry, that's the long update. And yeah, I think that's it. Be safe, everyone, and yeah, keep your crypto well. I think it's like this is such a good time, so you can plan your investment and things like the good thing with GameFi is like you should be having fun playing the games. So it's like the price goes up, price go down, yeah, and there's just a lot of games that are really interesting that's coming out. So probably it's like for GameFi side, I'm really excited, and I think the entire idea when you're involving in GameFi is like you need to enjoy the GameFi games, and it is a different kind of game. So it's like high stake games. So GameFi games, how it works is, if you you will be rewarded if you understand the meta, understand the marketplace. So it's not just like playing the games, but you need to understand the meta you need to understand the marketplace at the same time. So it is like it adds another dimension into the games, which is why I'm so interested in GameFi, because it is just like games, like usual games. Like one of the reasons why mobile MMO is so interesting is like they have like a usual game, like a basic games, but they add in like political elements. So it's like you have like different clans fighting with each other. Web3 games, like one of the most interesting part is like because they add in NFT speculation into the game itself. So like it is another dimension towards it. So which is why I find like Web3 games so fascinating. All right, that's it. Peace out.